Look, I tell you this right now, anybody lay down in the priority seats, they're gonna get a priority yeet. Because anybody that does this does not give a care in the world about the other people, which means that he probably don't care what people do to him. And I gotta admit, dude be looking mighty throwable at the moment. Hello everybody, and welcome back to another video for the day. We're going back into the world's big old classic dumpster fire known as iamatotalPOS. If you guys would like to be absolutely amazing, show your support, and see more videos like this one in the near future, be sure to hit that like button, leave a comment down below to start up them wholesome internet discussions, and if you have not already, subscribe to the channel and turn on them notifications. Okie dokie, let go. You know, whenever I see this stuff, we all know that whoever did this thinks that they're the most coolest person in the universe, but at the same time, I really think that the theory of evolution is just going around in a circle, and this is just a wonderful example of people doing so. If you're gonna tag anything, like, leave nature out of this. It's supposed to be left untouched for a reason. Lancaster County Sheriff's deputies searching for two dirt bikers who purposely slowed EMS car going to a drowning child call. Oh, I really hope these dudes are found, because there is no reason to ever be blocking any type of emergency vehicle. What an absolute waste of the winning sperm cell. I don't even know what goes on in anybody's heads where they think they can just not only take up multiple seats, but take off their shoes and whip up their feet as if nobody else is around them. And I will tell you this from very recent experience. This is not fun to have to deal with. I was on a flight back from Colorado, and the girl next to me who had the window seat and I had the middle seat because I didn't want to spend the extra $100 to pick the seat, decided to not only sit on her leg and have her foot right next to me, and decided to get comfy by taking her shoe off, so I had to have the bottom of her foot right immediately next to me. If you are watching this, I absolutely detest your existence. I don't care if your shoes don't fit right. If you should maybe figure that out before you left the house, you know, maybe get some comfy shoes. It's one thing if you're wearing sandals, like, because that is proper footwear, but it's another thing if I have to deal with the bare bottom of your foot in proximity. Atlanta man is arrested after allegedly spray painting, yeah, I can't say that word, but it's the German throwing stars from World War II, on a rainbow crosswalk with a SWAT standoff. You kinda gotta wonder how exactly the person came to the conclusion of that being a good idea. You know what, I'm just gonna spray this on here because I don't like your beliefs. And look how, that sounds so stupid. Neighbor throwing dog doo-doo bags over the fence into your yard because they don't want to have to deal with it, which is another unfortunate example, is that lazy people will make an actual effort to be lazy because, like, you either could have just left it there, be that kind of douchebag, or you could have been an actual decent person, bagged it up and taken it home or put it in some kind of dump bin. Or the real one, which is a nice easy solution, is that if you aren't willing to clean up after an animal, don't get the animal. If you want a dog, then don't want to have to clean up after it, get a plushie. Deaf people are obnoxious. Yeah, I saw bits and pieces of this initially, and yeah, this is gonna be one of those things where you're gonna see me gradually get more and more angry, and I'm just gonna drag this dude into the dirt. You just guarantee it. Let me start with this post by saying that I love this particular movie called A Silent Voice. I love the movie because it made me realize how harrowing bullying can be. Shoko Nisamiya is actually a character I could empathize with because of the bullying she went through. However, deaf people in real life are a whole other story. People who are deaf constantly act like they're special just because they can use sign language. Deaf people are happy and proud of their disability. Why? A disability is not something to be proud of. It represents something you wish you could have had, like the ability to walk, the ability to hear, the being able to talk, etc. But most deaf people cannot talk either. So what's the point of being so proud about being able to use sign language? The deaf people who can talk don't need to use sign language anyway. And besides, deaf people aren't the only ones who use sign language. Mute people use it as well. Anyways, I find deaf people obnoxious because they think they are unique and special just because they use sign language, but really, there are better ways deaf people can communicate other than sign language. Oh, please do elaborate, you dip. The plight of mute people is something I can understand. However, since using sign language is easier for them, but deaf people really have a strange attitude. Okay, I'm gonna take a wild shot in the dark so you are not deaf or mute in any way, shape, or form, yet you have a problem with, people with hearing problems having a form of communication. I did not think that there would be a post that could rival the whole if you're just homeless, just buy a house kind of level of stupid you got going on here. And the movie you're talking about regarding A Silent Voice, a movie which very much does cover a lot of topics. There is a bit of a bullying montage in the beginning from the character that is on the left of the character on the right, who is the deaf character in the movie. And I will admit, when I was watching the movie, the montage itself kind of felt like a bit much, just because it seemed like it was brutal. At the end of it, though, everything's flung back on him. He realizes how badly he's treated other people, and next time they meet, he's learned sign language because he knows he messed up. He needs to make up for his things. If you do decide to watch it, though, it's on Netflix, but disclaimer, a heads up, it does cover some dark stuff such as attempting. But for this dude to think that deaf people are obnoxious because they're happy that they aren't able to hear is absolutely a horrible thing. And I've even tried picking up some basic sign language because I have a hard of hearing coworker, and there are a couple of customers that I deal with that are actually very nice people. They just can't hear. And I figured being able to speak with them outside of just general body language movements would be something that probably make their day a little better. Missouri pastor says congregation is poor, broke, busted for not buying him a luxury Movado watch. Hey, dude, quick, before anybody notices, you were supposed to put Jesus, not him, in the thing. Really, it's some Jesus buck. Jesus needs a Movado watch. Hi, customers. Thanks, everyone, for kindly donating to Tyson's grandfather's operation, but the lowlife in picture stole the jar on Sunday, the 14th of August. If anyone recognizes her, please call the police to catch her. Thank you. You know, likely whatever jar they had that was collecting donations had something on the front of it stating what the donations were going for. Like, tips would be simple tip jar. If it was going to some kind of operation, it would say help donate to this place. So it really goes to show that there isn't really any sort of low that people will not stoop to for being criminals. Man charged with setting fire to grandmother's homes with a dog inside. You know, I'm fairly certain if you have a criminal and you do something absolutely horrible, especially to the elderly and dogs, I do not have any respect for you and will feel free to clown on you in any way, shape, or form. Like one of the comments below the post calling him a rejected Street Fighter character. Somebody else had asked when Splatoon had gotten a rated M version of itself, and now I can't unsee both of those. Bottom line, if you don't have any respect for somebody, I don't have any respect for you, and I will clown on you. Hey, girlie, I just seen where you shared your post about the bad thoughts. I'm glad you held on to. As someone who has personally dealt with it, I can say that you are one brave babe. You know what really helped me with my sad times? doTERRA oils. Are you seriously trying to sell me with your stupid freaking oils? Oh wow, sorry you feel that way, sweetie. Your grandma and I are good friends, and she buys my oils all the time. I just thought I'd be nice and reach out to you and try to sell you some calming oils. Guess I was wrong. Maybe listing some that can help with those thoughts will interest you? No, what helps when I'm having those thoughts and coping skills that I learned from my therapist, not essential oils. Thanks anyway. Okay then. No need to swear at me, sweetheart. Guess you shouldn't have held on with the attitude you got. Good night. It's gotta be extra level douchey for you to pop out of the woodwork wanting to push your MLM products for somebody having these thoughts. I'm fairly certain you don't even have to report this to whoever the top of the pyramid is for this. Y'all just have to share this around, and then they'll notice a severe drop in sales because of them having these type of employees with them. Oh yeah, no, I figured we'd come across this. A good old memory of the earlier in the video where I described the whole thing about the girl next to me whipping her feet out and everything. Yeah, no, this about sums it up how it would look, although I did fly United, so I was even more cramped. I think maybe next time I'll either check in earlier or make sure I actually pay the extra little bit to get my own seat. Apparently, my parents think that me doing holiday projects isn't necessary. This accounts for 20% of my grade. When I decided that I was going to do English no matter, since my group will suffer if I don't chip in, and I refuse to give back my tab, I can't eat their food anymore. Hey, yes, child, I don't like you doing that school project. I don't want you to do it. I don't care what your teacher says. How stupid do you have to be? Look, if you have a problem with your kid doing a project, bring it up with the teacher. Don't try to get the kid to stop, because very very much it's not within their control. Yes, you know, because what total POS compilation or whatever video would be incomplete without good old-fashioned defacing the dead? Anybody that does this very much deserves to be haunted for the next 10 years. Actually, never mind, 10 years for every single second they thought that this was a good idea, and they'll keep it going for a while. UNMLB love letters. Oh, never seen that launch code before. Dear soon-to-be ex-boyfriend. Oh boy. We met a few years back when we were both in undergrad. I was new to the country, and you were my first friend, and we quickly fell in love. For years, you were all I had in Australia. You were my everything. Fast forward 4 years, we graduated together, moved in together, and tried to build our life together. We got jobs, very different jobs, and we made new people, made new friends. What I haven't told you, and haven't had the courage to tell you, is I met someone at work. He treats me well, he makes me happy, and he supports me financially. I've fallen in love with him. I'm sorry this didn't work out. For a while you were all I knew, and now I know that there is more out there. By the time this gets posted, I would have already packed up my things and moved out of our house while you were at work. I'm sorry I couldn't break up with you in person. I am a coward. Consider this love letter me breaking up with you. I have blocked you off every social media platform and have changed my number. Please don't try to find me. From your now ex-girlfriend. So bottom line, even though you were the person that helped me get my feet on in a new country, and we had a great relationship for 4 years, moved in together, and we're trying to do more, I met a sugar daddy at work, and now we're splitting up. Let me know if I missed something here. But with that, that is going to have to be it with the video. If you guys would love to be absolutely amazing, show your support, and see more videos like this one in the near future, be sure to hit that like button, leave a comment down below to start up them wholesome internet discussions, and if you have not already, subscribe to the channel and turn on them notifications. I'll be sure to see you guys in the next one. Thank you so much for watching, and bye bye.